Hey, everybody, it's Jade. Thank you so much for skolling on through, for swinging on through, whatever brought you here. I'm stoked that you decided to pop on by. It's been a minute since I popped on the channel, actually, but there's always much to talk about when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings, of course. And too, for those of you that missed out, or maybe you're not aware either, I got invited on another content creator's channel, GC Sports Talk, not this last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. And yeah, obviously by the name of his channel, he talks sports over there, but he's predominantly a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So we talked about, of course, the 2018 NFC divisional game between the Vikings and the Eagles. We talked about the NFL offseason thus far and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you missed out or if you didn't know, go check that out and definitely go and subscribe to his channel if you have not done so already. But like I said, I'll put a link to that, all that stuff in the description of this video. Go check it out. And I'm hoping to have him on my channel, or on this channel, obviously, for the upcoming season because the Vikings and the Eagles are slated to play each other and in Philadelphia. So we talked a little bit about that too. So go check it out if you missed it. So moving on here to some Purple Rumblings, some Minnesota Viking stuff. I guess before we dive into Minnesota Viking stuff that I wanted to talk about, former Minnesota Vikings news first, and that would be Mr. Stefon Diggs getting paid, making that money with the Bills Mafia. Obviously, Stefon Diggs is with the Buffalo Bills now. They just extended him for 4 years, guaranteed $96 million per the nerd notes here, with it could be up to $104 million with like extra bonuses and incentives and all that other stuff. So Stefon Diggs snaps. Go Stefon Diggs. Really happy for him. And he tweeted a little clip from The Wolf of Wall Street where it's Leonardo DiCaprio's character like telling the company that he's not leaving. He's like, I'm not leaving. Not effing leaving. And so obviously I saw that. I liked it. And then I did see too that Case Keenum also liked it too. So that's kind of fun. So good on Stefon Diggs. And yeah, Bills Mafia, they're right now. Some of you may or may not know that they are my number 2 team after the Purple. Of course, Minnesota Vikings, number 1. But now that the Bills have, I mean, they've had Stefon Diggs for a couple of years. Now they have Case Keenum. I don't know. They're trying to usurp, you know, the Vikings when it comes to my fandom. I mentioned that before, but happy for Stefon Diggs. And 2, with Stefon Diggs, you know, getting paid. And, man, I'm forgetting who the other wide receiver was that just made all that money. Is it Tyreek Hill? I think that's who it was. But so that means that Justin Jefferson too is gonna be expecting the big money. Granted, he stays, you know, on the ever climbing peak to the top to being one of the best wide receivers of all time, that being Justin Jefferson. So that's a nice little transition into talking about our favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings. Well, I guess I'm speaking for Vikings fans there. But yeah, so I have written down next, yeah, keep Justin Jefferson happy. So this is just more proof, you know, wide receivers getting paid, quarterbacks getting paid. I mean, it's just, the sky's the limit with money. Like, there's a cap, of course, there's a salary cap, but seriously, making that dough. So happy for Stefon Diggs. And 2, the upcoming draft too. A lot of speculation, of course, with the draft. Who are the Vikings gonna pick at pick number 12? Right, pick number 12. I have to look back at my notes. Yeah, 12th overall. As of right now, it's been rather quiet, of course, and kind of quiet just all around the league, I guess, minus the Stefon Diggs news, I suppose. But yeah, so with the draft speculation, I found it really interesting too that the NFL draft coincides with an eclipse that we're having at the end of April too. So eclipses are just like, it's like a bigger deal than like a full moon. It's like endings and new beginnings, and they usually have effects 6 months before and 6 months after. So I feel like for somebody specifically in the NFL draft, like somebody coming into the league, obviously, is just gonna have like, there's gonna be like just someone really, really special. I don't know, I just have this like feeling just because of that eclipse, you know, that's happening on draft weekend, like just something extra. I mean, the draft is always extra, right? But it coinciding with the same time of eclipse, I think is just a really big deal. And it could be for like the NFL as a whole. I mean, obviously it affects all of us differently, but I thought that was kind of interesting. I might dive into that a little bit more and maybe dive into, who ends up going first overall. Maybe that could kind of coincide with the planets and stuff like that. So an interesting little side note there. For those of you that don't know, I definitely mix astrology and like the planets and all that stuff with my sports talk and all that good stuff. And so moving on. Okay, so the biggest thing here for the post today, like the main course, I guess, the main course of this video today. And this happened a couple weeks ago, actually, because it's like I said at the beginning, it's been a minute since I posted on the channel. But so this was a couple of weeks ago. It had come out via Ben Lieber. So Ben Lieber, former linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings, and he also covers the team now. I don't know his like exact like duties, but sideline reporter, broadcaster, all that good stuff. Ben Lieber, I like Ben Lieber. So he has his own podcast called Unrestricted. So it came out a couple of weeks ago via Ben Lieber that according to Ben Lieber, there was at some point in time during this off season here in the last like few months or whatever, a super secret meeting here. Super secret meeting with all the main like Minnesota Vikings players, like the head honchos there, the team. I'm assuming like Harrison Smith, like Eric Kendricks, like Adam Thielen, I'm sure was there. People like that. This is all speculation, from me, who I think was there. And then, of course, who else was there but none other than Pizza Ranch Boy himself, Kirk Cousins, apparently, like, leader of this meeting. Came to this meeting with a bunch of notes. Apparently, he had a diligent note taker from the season, last season. What went wrong, all of his plans. And per Ben Lieber, apparently, after this meeting, all the players, everybody left this meeting being like, oh, yeah, like, Kirk's our dog, man. Like, yeah, he's going to rally behind us, like... Oh, okay. Okay. And yeah, it's kind of old news now because it's been a couple of weeks, but I haven't touched on it yet. And when I first heard that, I was like, interesting. Kirk being a diligent note taker. That does not surprise me either. And Kirk is our dog. Like, I imagine, like, like what you need, like a quarterback, like leader of a team, like a dog to be like, you need him to like growl and like, I imagine like Kirk being like, his bark being like, yep, ruff, ruff, ruff. I don't know if that's mean and funny. I don't know. Like, I just, this like growly, like, you need this like growly, like aggressive, like dog, right? Like some sort of like German Shepherd. And then I feel like, yeah, you need a German Shepherd. And then Kirk is like a golden retriever. Exactly. Like, everybody loves golden retrievers. Like, right? They get the job done. They're silly. They're goofy. They're funny. But kind of at the end of the day, like, between a golden retriever and a German Shepherd, who's the more aggressive one? Who's the aggressive one that's gonna lead the team to victory? The German Shepherd. Kirk's not a German Shepherd. Kirk's a golden retriever. Again, nothing wrong with the golden retriever, but man, I heard that too, and I was like, that's interesting. The timing of like the release of the secret meeting, right? This information all got leaked out, or like, why didn't we learn about this little secret meeting beforehand? I think this information came out as like an extra like subliminal message to all the Vikings fans, like, hey, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, like Kirk was supposed to leave too. They were supposed to blow the whole thing up. Like, this is just my theory, me talking right now. But no, he's staying. And even the rest of the players want to rally around him. So see, everybody, it's gonna be okay, because they even had this secret meeting that we're now letting you all know about. That's not so secret anymore. Like, okay, like people, you can't just believe that, all right? You gotta dive into that. Why was this information released? Why couldn't they have just had this secret meeting, and it could have just stayed a secret meeting, and people could have just rallied behind Kirk? We didn't need to know about it. They released it for a reason. Lieber said that for a reason, because a lot of people were kind of upset, right? Me being one of them, that Kirk's still with the team, that they didn't just like, that the Wilfs and ownership decided to keep going with the Kirk experiment. So I think this is just extra like, no, everybody, pat on the head, Vikings fans. It's gonna be okay. We're not stupid. We're not buying it. I think it came out for a reason. I think it probably did happen, this meeting. Like, I believe that it probably did happen. Maybe it was over Zoom or something like that. But I think there was a full-on reason for them to release this information, this secret meeting. Okay. It's just to gloss things over. And two, this is just so much pressure. So much pressure on Kwesi, on Kevin O'Connell, on Kirk, and how does Kirk hold up under pressure, people? He buckles under pressure, so we'll see. Can a new coach change Kirk? We'll see. Heard that before, haven't we? Oh, all the pieces are in place for Kirk now. Please. I've also heard that before. When he first got signed on to the team. Interesting. I'll believe all this when I see it, but I mean, the team is clear, and ownership is clearly like, they believe that they can make something happen with who they got. So, again, gotta believe it when I see it. But yeah, Kirk's our dog. That's how I imagine Kirk barking. I mean, you guys, really. I just keep making myself laugh. But anyway, so the super secret meeting, like I said, I believe that it happened, and I believe that information about it happening was released for a reason. Because everybody was upset that Kirk was saying, well, not everybody, a lot of people were upset, to gloss things over, make everything okay, right? Everything's fine. What that was, really, was an example of sweeping under the rug. We're just going to sweep all the problems under the purple rug and put it back down. Everything's fine. It's fine. Is it? Anyway, people, let me know what you think. I'm sure you heard about that super secret meeting that's not super secret anymore. Kirk's our dog. All right, we'll see. All right, so anyway, the Vikings, they need a German Shepherd at quarterback, got a Golden Retriever. Like I said, I mean, I love Golden Retrievers. Love them. Love German Shepherds, too. Me personally, though, if I had to pick German Shepherd or a Golden Retriever, me personally, I'm picking the German Shepherd. But I love all the animals. Anyway, I'm blathering on now about my love of animals, but they're all amazing and great. And yeah, so that's what I got for everybody for right now. I don't know why I just clapped so loud, but just to revert back to the beginning of the video, if you did not check out the collab that I did with JC Sports Talk over on his channel, definitely go check it out and subscribe to his channel and all that good stuff. And yeah, we have the draft coming up. I keep saying that, but before we know it, it'll be here. And who knows? I mean, some big news could happen before then. We don't exactly know. But of course, unless we have a modern day Nostradamus on our hands. Maybe it's me, Jade Stradamus. I don't know. Seriously, people, I'm just blathering away right now. So hope you have a great rest of your weekend or Saturday, or just if it's just another normal day for you and not exactly a weekend or whatever. I hope it treats you well. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and for supporting the channel. I also really appreciate that. And I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to mention, but I'm not going to keep blathering until it pops back into my brain. It went away for a reason. So with that being said, yeah, and also let me know what y'all think. You always do. I really appreciate all the comments and stuff too. So thanks y'all for hanging out, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out. P.S. Mar, hi to you and Kitty. I miss you both. I'm watching her in the cat condo, just like snoozing in the sunbeam constantly. It's so adorable and cute, but I miss you both, and I hope you're doing well. All right, everybody, I will catch you later. Peace out. Bye.